Hey everybody, and welcome. Today's dining destination brings us here to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where we're getting ready to take you to
Cumberland Jacks.
Cumberland Jack's LeConte kitchen. I love the way this looks, just like a little journal. So they have beef liver and onions, as well as ham steak, corned beef, cabbage, pot roast, fried chicken, mountain trout, and fried fish. Continuing on here, they have smoked chicken. Every day is a holiday. I think it's only fitting with a channel called Every Day is Saturday that we get the Every Day is a Holiday in the mountains. Smoked pork chop, pulled pork, smoked meatloaf, smoked pork ribs. All right, and they do have a vegetable plate, which includes 3 side dishes. By the way, here are the side dishes. There's mashed potatoes, real mashed potatoes, that sounds good. Stewed carrots, country green beans, stewed cabbage, coleslaw, pinto beans, fried okra, potato salad, fried hominy, cream corn, mac and cheese, and a side salad. And on the last page of the menu here, they have a few selections of different salads. Smoked chicken salad, 5 trails salad. And down here is the kids meal for $7.99. They have corn dogs, grilled cheese, fried chicken tenders, meatloaf, pulled pork, and a vegetable plate. And they do have Coca-Cola products. They also have draft sodas available. They have root beer and black cherry soda. They also have grape soda and ginger ale. And they have sweet treats, which include root beer floats, black cherry floats, and down here they have Bullhead Butter Beer, which is a 16-ounce mug filled with butterscotch soda topped with a whipped cream and butterscotch drizzle. And they do have complimentary rolls, and check this out. They also have complimentary vegetable soup. We're very excited about this. Let's take a look at that vegetable soup. Oh man, looks really good.
So I'm gonna try this vegetable soup. I gotta show you all of these vegetables that are in there. Big chunks of carrots and tomatoes, green beans, onion, and it looks like a tomato broth. Oh, and there's some carrots in there and some corn. So I'm super excited to try this. I'm a vegetable lover. This is so yummy. This reminds me a little bit of my mama's beef stew without the beef in it. So yummy and so comforting.
So Gentry is going to go in for some vegetable soup here.
I do not like vegetables, so let's see how this tastes.
Let's go with the broth first, just to see how the broth is. No? You sure you don't want to try anymore? No. At least you tried it. All right, Henry's going in for the vegetable soup.
Too hot.
Too hot? Do you like it?
I'm gonna get some more.
So it is a cool day here in Gatlinburg, a cool fall day. So nothing complements a cool day in the fall like hot soup. Here we go. We were looking for the butter when we got the rolls here, but check this out. Down at the bottom, It's melted butter. So when you butter your roll, you just simply take the roll, dip it down at the bottom, and it's buttered. All right, so here is Every Day is a Holiday in the Mountains. Again, very fitting for Every Day is Saturday. And Jennifer, over here, tell us what you got.
I got this smoked chicken with mashed potatoes with cream gravy and green beans.
And Gentry went with what, buddy?
Macaroni and cheese with a corn dog.
Of course, you gotta have some macaroni. It would not be a meal without a staple side of macaroni.
And then some chicken, more chicken too, and then I get some ranch.
All right.
And macaroni.
It looks really good.
It's really smoky.
All right, it's smoky macaroni. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Jennifer's going in for a slice of chicken here.
Look how juicy that is. The juice has just run out. And he did also let us know that this is smoked chicken, so it's gonna be pink just because of that. So I'm gonna try the smoked chicken. That's really good. It's really tender and juicy and has a good smoke flavor, but it's not overpowering. Now I'm gonna try the mashed potatoes with the cream gravy. It looks like these might be Redskin mashed potatoes. Ooh, those are really good. Has chunks of potatoes in there. And then that gravy, it's not too salty, it's just enough salt to balance out with the mashed potatoes. And now I'm gonna try the green beans. It looks like these are cooked in some bacon. Those are good too. I'm getting a hint of that bacon flavor cooked right into the green beans. And they're not too salty or anything, and they're not greasy. I really like them.
So there's so much food with this, I don't even know where to start. I mean, this is just an enormous amount of food. But again, we have to go with the menu item. Every day is Saturday, every day is a holiday. We had to go with it. So I'm gonna start over here with the green beans. Those are pretty good green beans. I'm not gonna have any complaints with those whatsoever. I'm gonna try the mashed potatoes. And I do see what Jennifer is talking about with the Redskin mashed potatoes. They're definitely Redskin. And I'm gonna get a little bit of the gravy here. Very good. I'll say I'm not a big Redskin mashed potato fan, so they're not my personal favorite, but if you like Redskin potatoes, they are good. They're homemade, or house-made, I should say. There's no denying that. You can taste the chunks inside. I'm gonna go for some of the dressing here. Okay. Dressing doesn't blow me away. I will say, out of the three things I've tried so far, the dressing is a little underwhelming. A little salty. Now I'm gonna try a piece of that turkey breast. So I do taste exactly, it's only fitting that I drop something off of my fork. Every time, it never fails, something always falls off my fork. I need to just start talking with my fork down. Maybe that would be a little more appropriate. I do see exactly what Jennifer means, and Gentry means as well, with that smoke infusion. I taste the smoke. The turkey is also not something that blows me away. To me, it's also a little underwhelming, not what I anticipated. It's good, and there's not a whole lot of fat on it. We went to a restaurant recently. We didn't film or anything, but there's a lot of fat on that turkey. There's not fat on this turkey. It's a very lean cut, so for that I have to give them a shout out. But mashed potatoes are great. Green beans, fantastic. What do you think, buddy?
Now, the ranch was good.
Okay.
And the chicken was good. And the honey mustard was good. And I get ketchup.
All right, so you got all kinds of good sauces today. Honey mustard, ranch, and ketchup.
Yeah, macaroni.
Is the macaroni good?
Yeah.
All right, Gentry, tell us a little bit about the corn dog and macaroni.
It's smoky like the macaroni.
So
And
smoky taste to it.
pretty much everything's smoky.
I almost forgot, there's also some cranberry sauce on my plate. It's a good cranberry sauce. You know how some cranberry sauces are real sour? this is not a sour cranberry sauce. This is a very sweet cranberry sauce. That's what I prefer. I know some people go for the sour. I like the sweet cranberry sauce, and this is right on point with being a very sweet, very delicious cranberry sauce. So when we go to Universal Studios in Orlando, we always have to get the butterbeer. And they had a butterbeer here, so we're all going to share this butterbeer. Gentry's gone in first for the first sip. He's gonna let us know how it is.
I love it.
Is it just like the one at Universal Studios?
Yes.
Okay, Henry's now gonna take a sip of the butterbeer. By the way, for those who are not familiar with butterbeer, it is a non-alcoholic beverage.
Butterscotch.
Yeah, butterscotch.
I knew you would go for that.
Is it good?
Try some.
Is it good?
Yeah, good.
What kind of flavor is it?
I think it's kind of root beer.
Oh.
Kind of like root
Yeah,
beer?
kind of root beer or ice cream. See, there's ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Can
I like it.
we have some?
This is really good. If you love butterscotch, this is butterscotch in a drink. And I will say this is right up there at that same caliber of deliciousness as the butterbeer at Universal Studios in Orlando. All right, so taking a look at the final bill here with everything. Before tip, it came out to $87.47 for our meal. That was Cumberland Jack's. Gentry, what did you think about Cumberland Jack's?
Our waiter was very nice, and I would definitely recommend the corn dog and the macaroni.
All right, so there you go,
It
corn
was
dog.
very smoky.
The corn dog was smoky and the macaroni, you said, right? Okay, and Henry, what did you think, buddy?
Well, I like the macaroni, but the chicken was good, but
But it was just okay. You like the macaroni the best?
yeah, and the honey mustard was good, and it doesn't get ketchup.
All right. What'd you boys think about the butterbeer?
Oh, well, it was very good. Yeah, it had a straw in it, too.
It did have a straw in it.
And what about the rolls? Did y'all like the rolls?
Yeah. Buttery. Yeah, they're buttery.
All right, and Jennifer, what'd you think about Cumberland Jack's?
So I have to say my favorite part was the sweet tea and the vegetable soup. That was my favorite out of everything. I really could have eaten just a bowl of the vegetable soup, and like if they had cornbread, that would have been a meal in itself. Everything else was not bad or anything. I think it has really good potential. Everything was house made, and so sometimes some of the seasoning was a little bit like too much salt, or something like that on there. On the chicken, once I got into it, you could tell that I think if they had cut the fat off, like the skin off of the chicken, and smoked it that way, it would have had way more flavor, because it wasn't really inside the whole chicken. It was just kind of on the outer pieces and everything. So I think that it has great potential. I also wanted to compliment the atmosphere. It was very calming. You kind of felt like, I kept telling Britt the whole time, I kind of felt like we were on the back deck, and just, it was very warm lighting. It just was very, airy feeling. You didn't feel crowded. The seats were wooden and the flooring was wooden. And then there was these really beautiful lights that had some greenery on there, and just very warm and inviting. You kind of felt like you're on a screen porch or a back deck, and just, kind of at a cookout.
And I will agree with what Jennifer said. The atmosphere here is fantastic. Our server, Omar, was very on point. We really, really enjoyed the service here. But I will say that when it comes to the actual food, the cornbread dressing, it was not very good. I'll just say that. When it comes to that cornbread dressing, there was a lot of sage in the cornbread dressing, but it needed a little bit more celery, needed a little bit more onion, and a lot less salt. Again, it was just like a big old spoonful of salt, and the consistency in itself is just like eating crumbled bread. It was kind of dry. There was not a lot of moisture to the cornbread dressing. So I will say that was a lot different than the dressings that I've been used to. The other thing was the turkey was okay. When I mixed the turkey with the mashed potatoes, they were a lot better. I will say that was a good mixture when I combined the two. Green beans were good, very good. And I will say I'm not a fan of red skin potatoes, but the more that I ate them, I did enjoy the mashed potatoes and gravy. I will say the soup was amazing. The soup that is a meal in itself. It was very, very good, especially on a cooler fall day here in Gatlinburg. The other thing I'd like to say is the roll was good. I did take one bite of the roll. It was delicious, and we really enjoyed the butter beer. Again, it was very similar to the butter beer that we've experienced at Universal Studios in Orlando. And I don't even know if this place has been open for more than a couple of months, so it is encouraging, and I'm optimistic that adjustments can be made to a couple of the dishes here to help make those improvements. And who knows, some of the recipes may vary from whoever's cooking that particular day. So it may be a cook-to-cook issue, or it may just be the recipes in general that need a little tweaking and adjustments. We thank you for coming along with us today here to Cumberland Jack's here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you're not already subscribed, we would be honored if you would hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And we sure do look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Every Day is Saturday.